Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a great Thursday and that God is encouraging you each step of the way today. I've been reading Paul's letters and I appreciate how he starts them out. He often greets his friends by saying, "Grace and peace to you." When we speak of grace, he's speaking to an audience that would have understood that in the context of the Greek culture that they lived in. Grace was an aspect of that culture. When he speaks peace, his Jewish listeners certainly would have noticed and perked up of that because peace is an often used greeting in Jewish cultures. In a manner of speaking, he's speaking their language no matter where they came from. But when we consider what he's greeting them with, grace and peace, we realize that he is speaking the great truth of God. You see, we have grace because Jesus Christ offered his grace to us. It's his gift. Grace is something that we don't deserve, yet he offers to us to freely receive it. What a good God it is that we serve. And when he speaks of peace, he also mentions in that the fact that we can know that we are well even when we are in turmoil, even if we are in a time of strife. Because God's peace goes way beyond the pausing of a war. God's definition of peace is to be complete, even despite the circumstances that we find ourselves in. And so may I borrow from Paul. I wish you today both God's grace and his peace, that great gift of God given to us through his one and only Son, Jesus Christ, and the great gift of peace that the Lord has offered to us, even if we find ourselves in the midst of strife. We still know that we are people of peace because God has offered to us his peace. It is well with us because of what God has done. Before I go, I stumbled across this story. It's about an orthopedic surgeon who decided that he would relocate offices. The day came when he was to move from his present office to his new one across town. So to help with the moving process, he took his display skeleton and carefully placed it on the front seat of his car. As he started on his way across town, he was more distracted by his skeleton than he was paying attention to his driving. And in the process, he drove through a red light. Well, soon enough, it wasn't red lights, but blue and red lights that were behind him, and he pulled over, and the officer approached the car. "I'm sorry, officer. I'm a doctor, and I'm taking him to my new office," as he pointed to the skeleton. The policeman replied, "Sorry, Doc, but I think you're a little late. I hope you have a great day, and God bless."